that's some crazy lore that I wasn't even aware of until just right now.
Right.
When you brought
C9
that up.
on
That is
defense, Sentinels on
absolutely
attack.
ridiculous stat, but who other than Zelsis
Rooney
on this roster?
buying into this one.
The one who took
Gotta
out
double check.
Sentinels last year to be the deciding factor. Him and John. They've been so good, these new players that were recruited by Sentinels in the off season, and we've seen them win tournament already.
Each highlight or
With plenty more to come. The last time Sentinels beat
Last
Cloud9
pistol, I
was
didn't
May
highlight it, I should've.
2021.
That's absurd.
is
An
it him not
opportunity
buying?
to do it here. Sentinels on the attack. We've talked so much.
C9
about how good
on
they
the
are on this
pistol.
map, how proficient
Heavy
they
want
are.
to make sure that they're punishing over towards.
You imagine it will be tested here. Cloud9 seldom go down without a fight. They pushed G2 last week. Now they're going to have to do the same against Sentinels.
Go nade for nade in mid. So Zekin, he gets pushed all the way into vents here. But that is space gathered. He gets healed up to
Heal on the
full.
pistol is huge. And they
Such
want to
a slow
reclear.
approach right
And
now,
they
50
both
seconds.
go up the ropes at the
It's
same
honestly
time.
really reminiscent of how they
And this
flag
was
run
lovely
Haven.
from
Think about
C9.
how many times they
Insta
fully
reclear.
cut noise.
Yeah.
No different here, but you're right. 40 seconds left in the round now.
Would be tempted to
And
flash
they've
through
got
this.
John, who's gone exploring up A just a little bit.
He's trying to bait a rotation maybe or something. Maybe off of this contact B heaven, he'll take
30
even more
seconds
real
left.
estate up A heaven.
The clock is ticking. 25
That
seconds
fan
now.
broken. They're gonna run into a blender
I
right
mean,
here.
this is-
Advance. Oh, the half
Oh.
clear. It still works though. Zeppa.
Rooney and Zeppa were here. You're right. Zeppa gets 3.
Very
Vanity
nice.
gets the last. It's another pistol the way of
Yeah,
Cloud9.
first pistol for them. Well,
Jeez, good work from Cloud9. It seems
on
like
this
these
map.
rounds. when
can
it's just
they
super
not
slow
get
from
eco though?
Sentinels,
That's
they
the
tend to
question.
favor Cloud9.
Good news is they didn't buy.
This
Sorry,
time
they
the
didn't plant, so they
proactivity,
shouldn't be able to buy.
The dip into the bottom of vents and then the re-walk up slowly.
Second pistol, yeah,
with
because
no
they got the first
utility.
one right, and then you could.
Sentinels were just not quite ready for that. I can't believe Zekin even got that kill in the vent. He half cleared it
2-1.
and then got the flip
2-1
with the
on the
right click.
pistols.
Here.
That's so hard to do.
Guess you're just that good sometimes.
Classic RNG, definitely in his favor.
Big
But it-
round out from
Don't
Zeppa
have the
there.
option of getting the
Exactly,
stinger
another
because
pistol
there's
round
no
win
buy.
from the side of Cloud9.
They are
We saw what happened on the
sending
last
it over
map.
towards
Surely
site.
it doesn't happen twice.
Surely not, right?
I mean,
Zekin's already back sight.
Dude, where are we?
But
What's
Zeppa, at
going
least
on?
able to
It's
settle
manic.
things. The weapon difference here, proving to
did
be the
great,
difference
though.
maker. 6 HP for the duelist,
What the?
and he falls to his own hands.
yeah, not wanting to
Well,
give an ult.
doesn't give him an orb, yeah.
Whatsoever. Good work from Zekin. He gets 2 in that round. Doesn't give anybody else an ult orb on the side of Cloud9. Probably would have been better if he dropped there to somebody else because Zeppa was already dead in that round and couldn't build up close to that Sky ultimate anyway. But you know what? Cloud9, it was way cleaner than the Haven match. I'll tell you that. And that's not something you see every day. Zekin, the only one on the top right now. 3 kills. It will be the first gun round for Sentinels. A semi-healthy buy from the side of Cloud9. That judge, though, on Oxy, that could be
That's the one. Best
really
map for it.
deadly.
It'd be devastating.
Yep. On this map, we've seen so many players use it. Remember Champs last year, we saw Kong Kong absolutely running it down on the Raze judge on this map.
And you've got one of the grandfathers of it in the server right now in Vanity.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, he's the one with the Bulldog. The only rifle on the defensive side.
Passing the reins to the young kid, you know?
Kang Kang,
See
yeah.
if he's able
I
to
didn't
do
want to
anything
correct
with it.
him.
You see
It's
the
Wizzy,
nade,
right?
see
That
the
he's
flash.
thinking of.
Intended to create some space mid, but Zekin doesn't take it.
Poison's off.
The right
All
region.
that happens, that trip gets broken at B. Lurk orb goes up, so this could be a free ace site right now. Now you see the defenses of Cloud9 starting to go more towards the sites, but because that trip was broken B,
Vanity, Flash.
there's 3 players geared towards
Oh.
there.
Vanity's so
And
dead unless Zeppa gets a really
he
nice
got
timing, but the cage
tanked
goes up,
here.
the paranoia out as well.
No
He's timing it out
way.
of play. Now
He
tries
was
to
so
strike,
low
Tenz is
during
ready
that
to
from the
greet him.
first initial duel.
Oh, spam could have been great for Rudy, doesn't quite connect. And now this is a near impossible retake from the side of Cloud9. Trip and spawn will give info that someone's there.
A Spectre, there's the Judge. Oxy trying to find some value with it. But Sentinels disciplined and cautious in their approach.
Yeah, John saw that judge on that peak.
Oh, he knows.
He saw Oxy pulling that out, so he got to dodge really quickly. And for Oxy right now, he's going for any type of exit
Love
kills
this
he can
move from
get.
Zekken though.
Not on the board yet. He's just going to get flanked for free. And now
Yeah, and
Zekken,
you take
another
that.
ult orb closer.
Aid might. Nope. Thinking Rooney was
Flawless
pretty low
round,
here.
Doug.
Flawless round.
Very
Light
nice
armor
from
save for
Sentinels.
Saucy, but
Got 2 armor rebuys, that's it.
yeah, that's, I mean,
Good
that's
money.
great. All things considered. What more could you possibly ask for?
Yeah, on your first gun round, to come away
30
unscathed like that, other than just your armor, that's way more than ideal.
And they're what, 2
A lot of
away
teams
from
go into
Razor?
this thinking, oh, okay, we're going to drop
Yeah.
a couple guns at least, but we'll definitely secure the round, right? We have gun advantage.
Right.
But with the way that this game has been going with some of these bonuses, man, I mean, it's some of these teams, they cook up crazy strats on the bonus rounds. With Sentinels, the way that they default
Don't give them ground.
kind of denies that ability to set a trap. It's been a heavy mid focus all 3 rounds so far from Sen, it feels like.
Yeah.
Slow walk up with a nade and event. I wonder when they flip the switch and send Zekken in there, guns ablazing. Little satchel action.
Oh, it doesn't look like it's going to be the case this round. At least not early.
Yeah, they're just trying to play off these Viper orb timings. Oh, Spam almost connects.
Oh, what is this?
Wow, what a fight
Ollie
from
close,
Cloud9 and
drop
mid
the
to get out of the
smoke,
way.
free
Zeppa
pass and
does.
duel.
Looks
That
like
was really
Rudy
cool.
will join him.
Yeah. Man advantage now for Cloud9.
They're just trying to
Ooh,
fight in their own terms.
little tag on Oxy there, gets dropped low. You imagine right now Zeppa's going to come back around, get the heal. They're reconvening in CT. Everyone getting healed up. Zeppa.
The thing that I
the
liked
only
about
one
this is
that's
it wasn't like
unhealthy, 8 HP to his name,
nothing over the top.
and wants to get info.
Just
It's
real
secret to
simple.
best
It's not like they're
45
trying to
seconds left in the
combo
round.
nades and there's just too much going into it. Like it's hard
Cabbages
to
pursue.
get this wrong or
Sentinels
be
clears
caught
them
out
and
by
there's still
anything
a lot
else.
of time for them to figure this one out too,
Straight up
Double
molly into
drop
the
and
corner,
event
free
might have
pass and
been heard
duel.
by that Cypher cam.
which is the intent, and then the spit out.
Yeah, the problem is
30
that
seconds.
Dude,
camera's
30
not
seconds?
breaking.
This
I
is
mean,
looking pretty rough.
Cloud9 don't need to leave anybody off a B.
Yeah, there's not enough to dissuade. There's not enough to manipulate. Oxy getting just the tiniest of margins onto Zekken.
Spike down B.
But John on the trade now 2v4. The way of the defense with 13 seconds left. The spike still has to get
Yes,
scooped
they
up
just run
and
this.
planted.
10 seconds
There's
Oh,
gonna be
this guy's
just
gonna have
enough
to
time,
spam
assuming
here.
they don't meet any resistance, but they're getting trapped. They're getting surrounded. Zeppa
Wait,
down
there's
low.
no
This
way.
was
Oh my
a
God, they got it.
2v4. Can Moose stop it? Gets it down to 1. The
Oh,
swing out is there.
that got
And the
so
Sentinel
crazy
settles
close.
for Cloud9.
I can't believe they even got that
You're
into a
absolutely
1v2,
right,
to be
though. It was a
honest.
4v2.
Super low HP, so I'm not even...
It should have been way more clean, but a win
Not
is a
even
win.
worried that they lost the
Regardless,
1v2.
and Moose
did great.
Again,
Um,
winning in that head-to-head against John.
I can't believe
A
Zelsa's good.
1v1
It's
game.
double kill
And that's
now.
why you see the disrespect being shown.
Take a look at that one more time. There's this fight mid that
That
you were
fight mid was
mentioning. I mean, they refuse to relent in that area, and for good reason.
One
Yeah, they played the timing so well. The 1v2 at the end there. Zal says he did a really good job bringing that one back, and all of a sudden, it's a very early timeout from the side of Sentinels. Yeah, look at him. He
Dude,
knows that
that's
was
as soon as
way
that
too
other
close
guy
for
in
wear.
sight dies there. So funny.
Danger close. We'll see what the adjustments are on the other side of this as Kaplan takes a moment to try to talk to his troops. And I wonder here, we've talked so much about Sentinels and how their intentions at the beginning of these attack side rounds are to work the middle of the map, draw out any utility you can. As there's pressure across the middle, clear out the trip B, you know, try to take some space up ramps, as John has done a couple of times. That's terrifying. What's going on there? What's going on there? But I wonder here on the other side of this timeout what the adjustments are. Is this the moment that they try to add a little bit of pace to the situation? Is this when they let Zekken go?
I think they will. I think you're going to see more A-ramp action for certain because, I mean, they haven't really tested the waters on that area of the map yet. And clearly, the mid-default that they're doing, Cloud9 are kind of ahead with that util exchange. They're filling in the gap of when that Viper smoke goes down. All of a sudden, they showed a mix of, okay, we're going to drop our orb, but all 3 of us are going to be in the open, willing and ready to fight you. So they've showed a lot of different looks in mid so far from the side of Cloud9. And I think that's going to
It's
have
so
to
weird
prompt
that
something
it's
more
3-1 and the money's like this.
in either A heaven or maybe something explosive in mid. Maybe disrespect in the actual orb because the slow
E9 got some
pace in mid
real
hasn't really been working out for
massive
Sentinels
trips.
so far.
Well, all of
think
that
that's
discourse
'cause a
has led
lot
to
of the time-
disappointment.
Yeah.
As there's nothing
Zekken likes
fast,
to
there's
go
nothing
around like
aggressive,
this.
there's nothing pacey at the beginning of the round.
It makes sense. There's
Maybe it's
quite
something
a bit of teams
all-wise
after a
as well, I'm not
timeout,
too
even
sure.
on the defensive side.
Sure.
When it's not yours, that come out aggressive. They want to do a
They're
crazy
kind of
play.
playing to give them.
So it's kind of good to do what we call a red wall, which is kind of
Yeah, they're kind of playing to give them the actual orbs there.
and just hold and see for any aggression.
Reckon they don't put them close because of
Scout
Sentinels.
destroyed.
Dog
Yeah,
does
you're
reap
probably
their
right.
Olive ramp, sees John QT.
And that's the only one they saw, and that's often the lurk. So
Like
I
this,
wonder
though.
here, given that they saw John, look at the mini map. They're
Yeah,
starting to
Zelsis
rotate away from A.
is doing great.
Yeah, this jiggle from Moose should get
And Co's Vanity took
the
some
info for
damage. He goes
rotations
and
to
meets the
come back.
heal as
They
well.
Raise and Cypher Seed now.
Wow, they
And
actually
it's not-
hit
I
at the
mean,
most
they're-
perfect
This
time.
is taking a little bit too long.
Double trip setup here. In the open. Like, this rocket might connect.
Oh,
my
that's
gosh.
huge.
Vanity now falling. Saucy getting
was
the spike
sick
down.
from
They're
him,
still gonna
though.
have to deal with these two trips.
Smart.
They're waiting on the other side. Tens gets caught. Cautious now.
Oh,
He
oh,
just
how's he
barely
jumped
jumps
that
that
on?
trip, breaks it.
Stays
That's
alive,
insane.
45 HP.
Valorant gods want tens to live today.
Yeah, it was
We'll see how much
unbelievable.
longer they want that. We'll see how much longer they're able to keep that at bay. Celsius on the prowl. Look at his positioning.
Celsius
Look at his
has
timing. Look
owned
at his
them.
discipline. Two found. And now the molly to deny as Moose tries to get past it, tries to disrespect it. It's a
It's
flawless
just an
round for
insane run
Sentinels.
from Zelsis on his own because the damage he's done
Making it
to
look easy on the
Vanity
lurk.
here means that they're kind of grouping together, getting the
Hitting all
hills.
the shots with the spray. You
And
don't
that
need
meant that
headshot.
the A hit
Just
was a
get the
lot
kill, secure
easier.
it.
There was one less
That's
person
exactly what he did.
there. And this
Take a
all was
look at it
great
one
as well.
more time.
There's that rocket.
I mean, what do you really do there? Yeah.
Yep. Didn't even have a chance. He knows he's got to give more
One
respect
enemy
next time
remaining.
around. But it was this flank that was in fruition from the start of the round. Zelsis was so aggressive from the beginning of that round, and that's why he got that aggressive lurk timing as well.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, their money's a little bit
Oxy
low, and
You're
Oxy
gonna get
has a
this
kill here. No way,
Oh,
God,
barely
that
brings
would
it
have been a
back.
crazy
Better
curse.
late than never.
Yeah,
How did he
that
not
was
get the first
looking
shot there?
very dodgy at first. So awkward shooting somebody that's not looking at you, you know? As soon as Zekin tries to flick at him,
Leaf,
now he-
what's up?
He hits the shot.
Cupid, dude, he was here the
All that's
whole
happened,
game,
full info gathered from
typing
John.
about how no one's gonna beat you.
Investing that Cypher ultimate into this round.
You had a solid game there, man. Really well played.
I'm sorry?
Zappa giving Sentinels a taste of their own medicine.
I'm
but
aligned on his
Celsius
behalf
again
now,
with
dude. He
these
was
lurk
spamming
timings.
chat.
He's
You can
got
watch the
all this
VOD back.
space gathered. That's the only player that was on A.
They know where he is now after he dealt a couple of parting shots to Moose. And that will certainly confirm things.
Oh yeah, free rifles gathered. There's another one down in mid. I believe that they can grab.
Spike dropped.
Yeah, it seems like that's exactly where they're headed.
Oh,
Oh,
this-
Rune just scooped up a Sheriff and the Phantom now.
Yeah,
So
this
they are going to have some weaponry. As the paranoia comes out, Sentinels have already
Zelsis
tried to establish
kinda on
themselves
his
the
own.
site, but patient in their approach. Not fully committing
Yeah, I
to
thought-
getting the
you know
spike
what, I
down
kinda
yet.
thought they were just gonna have that
First the
insane
pick,
time in
First
there.
the cover. First you deal with Vanity.
A little bit scary,
5-9.
especially when Zephyr just kind of closes the full of the
Slowly
areas
creeping
behind.
their way forward again. Remember the two rifles that they have in their hands. Zephyr the only one without the heavier artillery is Moose on the drop. The spam not connecting. 7 bullets left. 2 members waiting on the other side.
No way.
It's a jump scare as Tens cleans him up, leaving Rooney all on his lonesome. And the spam betrays him.
look.
Saucy cleans him up. We're tied at 3.
Viper players everywhere right now need to study this demo of how Zelsis has been playing.
Yeah, he's actually
He's been doing such a great job of
Great.
taking map control by his lonesome.
that big buy round before this was
And
really
it's
nice.
been converting into round wins. This was a 3v4 with 2 rifles that were upgraded from the side of Cloud9. Yeah, no chance at all there for John.
Yeah, what is that shot?
But I mean, to be fair, Sentinels have been doing that to Cloud9 all series long.
Sure.
Yeah, insane rounds from Zelsis back to back.
It's getting a little taste of
9?
their own
It was pretty
medicine,
good for
but they're
Nico.
still able to bring that round back, and it's because of
They just go
Zelsis.
fast with their with their
Find their
strat
early
again.
nade.
Yeah, but this time they call
Seeing
a
like they were
cancel
gonna
on
try
it.
to go a little bit faster here. The Viper wall that they have up is intended to do that. When you see that Viper wall go up, you know it's normally a fast hit A.
As Zach can get
Oh,
timing
that's
here
insane
from this
confidence.
player in
He's gotta
heaven.
kill it
Zappa
middle
just
now.
barely misses.
This is such a pretty setup. Zappa, though, trying to cause a little bit of chaos.
Nobody else seen a main with that.
This is
dog.
cool. And what they did
A
here
lot
is
of
pretty much
players
the
showing
most
in
common
mid
way
right
of
now,
dealing
so-
with the smoke over towards middle,
Whoa,
right?
very
Fast over
ambitious
towards
peek
A
from
ramp,
Rooney
and then you can
Getting
join
punished. I
onto
don't think he
middle, and then
realized
you
the
just
entire
pinch
threat on the
it.
other
Anyone
side,
that's
but
left in
Zappa
vents
on
should,
the
in
hunt.
theory,
Gonna
die.
spot one. With 8 HP, understanding
he's
there's
traded.
more. There's more danger to be had. And so he tries to get away, manages to do so at least for now. Everything
look
slowing
at
down as the
Second, man.
3v3 as the foot. The spike is still sitting
W
outside of A-main.
keys
Vanity's still
so
trying to
much.
control it.
Wait,
Pulls
what?
sight on his own and manages to do so. Gets it down to 1v2. But it's the Wonder Kid who's alive. Can he do it again?
30 seconds
8
left.
HP for Zeppa. Moose healthy, rotating over. Joining his teammate.
I don't know who did the damage to Zephyr. I'm pretty sure it was
Taken by
Second.
both players, Moose and Zeppa. Ooh,
Oh.
bullets can't connect, and Moose. He will
Dude, give me the balance.
secure
Double
the
kill.
fourth
Has he
round
done
for
that one?
Cloud9.
Oh, it was Zelsis
Zeppa,
that did it?
He lived
Okay.
for so long in that moment.
Yeah,
Doug.
he might have felt real confident
It
for
was
that.
nothing but a sliver of help from, I mean, if you think back through the round he just lived through, all of the fight at the beginning, mid, trying to stay away, as Zekin's trying to hunt him down.
Yeah, he lived like 30 lifetimes in one round.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
That's stressful.
He saw
straight
some
up
stuff.
line.
He got out with 8 HP, and he played that to perfection. I think Sachi missed his window of opportunity to take a main control, a ramp control, based off of everything that was happening in mid. And then go figure, by the time he waits for his teammate to come up with him, they get collided by Vanity.
No, the same Viper wall. This might be the time that they start to dial some
They
pace
keep
in
just
as the
spamming
secrets go
A
out.
hits.
The flash goes through, Second satcheling in. Blistering pace into this round. Tens is already TP'd back. I thought Vanity was going to stick that.
Yes, I thought he was going to stick it for a little bit there as well. Dude, they can't retake this.
They've got a couple of
Yeah, and John's doing the
opportunities, but
classic where he
problem
brings
is
a trip with him over towards the far side hits.
Yeah, no flood will be in effect. Yeah.
Hour and a half, you meant to retake this. You got
Celsius still
double
has
as a
that
Sky
Viper
Flash.
orb
That's
up. I
basically
think
it.
He's gonna put it towards screens. They can just cycle smokes now. One way, Viper orb goes up, or we can spread them out. That's why you see a smoke into heaven, and it looks like Cloud9 are not
Dave.
messing around with this whatsoever for good
Wait,
reason.
They're
they take that
saving.
though.
Yeah.
They take the Razor.
Second just got that ult off of the plan of the spike, and he pops it. Understandably so. You wouldn't expect to save here in a situation like this.
Yeah,
but
really good for the econ
Cloud9
of
cut their losses
Sen.
with tail between their legs. They rotate back B.
I actually don't mind this. The last 4v5 they had, there was a late lurk that secured the round. You know, that was
Honestly
Celsius.
though,
this time
yeah,
around,
I think
everybody
when
was
you look
there,
at like
but
the util, if they
still,
had an Omen Flash,
so
then
much
like
to worry about in
maybe
the
you
last
can feel
45
confident
that you
into
had.
taking this, but no
And
Omen
it's
Flash,
a
Sky
pretty
Flashes only.
competitive half.
I agree, they're
Talking
not going to
about a
win this
4-4
round.
half, it's been
The
back
money
and
from
forth for the most
Sentinels, they
part.
would have to win 2 in a
Why
row
not
anyway to
save these guns because
break
they
their
can
econ.
have a lot of impact going forward.
It's just too risky. I think that is
So
the right
wise
call.
choice made, most notably probably by Vanity in that round. They will bring 4 rifles over, and this is so
Dude,
crazy. to
surely
make a solo
they
play pushing through
stop
that screen smoke.
insta-hitting
If
over
Moose is
towards
already
A.
pushed up in that corner, Zekin drops there.
Yeah, he's dead. But again, that's
Yeah,
what
we're
you would
definitely now
expect out
after
of
the
your duels.
timeout.
Currently sitting at 10-5 for Sentinels.
Sometimes you just hit the flow state on that roll, and you're just a god amongst men in the server.
Cloud9 calling a timeout here. Imi with an opportunity to talk to his squad.
Tito, how we doing, mate?
Oxy has been
You
uncharacteristically
with the 19
quiet
months,
this
man.
half.
Appreciate the tier 2.
2 and 5
Thank
for
you
the
so much for
star.
the support, bro.
Meanwhile, it's been Zeppa who's been leading from the front.
Yeah, and he's somebody that I feel like goes under the radar quite a bit.
Sure.
I feel like a part of that is because he's been around for so
Oh
long.
no, not that seeing
People
pause, man.
forget. There's a reason why.
Gonna regret that later on in
He's
life.
been so good on Initiator. He's looked good on Raze in the past. Obviously, this time around, you know, when you have somebody like Oxy on your team, there's no point of putting yourself on Raze. But we've seen him play certain things in the double duelist. This time around, 9 and 5
Why?
on Sky.
The
one off
knees,
of
man. The knees will
Seekers.
get him.
Oxy's one off a Showstopper as well. So the ult economy for Cloud9 right now, it's coming out. Might allow them to snowball the
So
rest of
like
this
that
half
right
into their
now.
favor.
Yeah, your hips and your knees aren't gonna enjoy it,
They
man.
can get these
There's
online in this current round.
those feet on the floor.
This is a really big
Speaking
opportunity
from
for
experience,
Cloud9.
trust
You
me.
imagine that's why Amy calls the timeout.
Yeah, this round kind of feels like it's a make or break it. Everyone's investing into it. If Cloud9 don't convert this round, their economy is bad, and all of a sudden Sentinels can run away with the half.
Didn't kind of still go back to what they were doing at the
That's
beginning, where
TPing
they
away.
insta-invest a smoke
But
over
all
towards
of the
here.
noise that they just made.
That all the time. And
forces
this time
Cloud9
they
to turn
clear
a lot of
close,
attention this
100%
way.
check that no one's made the
This was
timing.
a fast reclear
Then
though
it's
from
gonna
Cloud9,
hold from
so a
heaven,
really
one
good job
person,
done.
and rotate
And now they
heavy.
can pivot towards that B site already, or maybe pivot and converge onto mid.
They've got to be fast, so you saw the flash shot from Zeppa towards A main. It doesn't tag anyone instantly. Laces it up and tries to get back B, understanding the timing. The smoke hits just
Oh,
when the moment
nice
called
shot from
for it.
Rooney.
Now it's a 1-for-1. Keep an eye on Zeppa.
And
You've got Sassy waiting on the other
Yeah,
side.
Sassy's in an
Keep some of the
insane
space
spot
back.
to win this. They get a good plant over towards B
Now
main.
the spike planted.
Sassy should be the one. Dude,
What's the approach here?
that Sachi just killed me.
How do Cloud9 get back into
He should be
this?
the one winning this round.
Sachi's playing this so well. He fought
Come on,
out all the way back.
Right on
and now
cue.
this late flank is going to get immense value.
It's all about timing. Zels is pushing forward with the nade at his feet. 10 spotting the barrel of the gun, dropping Oxy. It's disaster once more. Numbers now the way of the attack. Paranoia goes out. And the smoke. It's
He's
just attack,
infected
it's
me,
just a
yeah.
threat. Zels is forced to challenge, check it himself.
Ruined my brain.
Dropping vanity as he tries to find safe passage.
Yeah, really nice change up from Sentinels, to be honest with you. It's really, really cool. They just got the perfect timing. They were like maybe 5 seconds later, and it's like a 3-person stack over towards
Spoke
B.
about how important this round
Yeah,
was
this is
for
really cool.
Cloud9, but it's even more important for Sentinels
C9
to
should
close
be
out the
wrecked
rest
for
of this
money
half.
now. Low buy.
The economy right now for C9, it's going to be a scrappy buy, to say the least. And Moose, he got caught lacking by second there. The trades went back and forth, but it was Sachi staying alive on that re-clear of all of mid. They re-cleared market. They tried re-clearing mid as much as they could, and you can't just keep sending one down the entire way.
That was such a tense round. I think the one silver lining, if you will, for Cloud9 is they didn't invest any of the ults that we were talking
Okay,
about.
Eco
So they
goes
still
in.
have that to their
C9 love an
advantage.
ult on an Eco.
Ooh. Almost had the advantage with that
Right,
paranoia.
I've never seen anyone get over
Info will be
here.
gathered, but now they have to give.
Last time.
It's very little follow-up, though. Vanity's going to drop a one-way back towards Garage, but it's immediately cleared by the dog and then Zekin taking the space.
Yeah, absolutely disrespected.
Flash out towards mid, not going to tag anyone, so they realize they can turn their attention towards B a little bit without concern of what's happening behind them.
This
Oracle's
against
up,
an
that's all.
Eco
And the
is
thread, and the thread is
mental.
realized.
What are they?
Very nice trade out from Oxy, though. He's got his rocket.
I think somebody's close on U-Box. He's doing a really good job being
Yeah,
solo
like
here.
I said, they love
Celsius
love
is
an
a
ult.
magician right now. He gets spotted now, but he might get out alive.
Oh my god, he got out of there.
Focuses his way through
And
that.
did
No
Rooney
way,
have
keeps
some
two members
util
there the
out or
whole
something? I
time.
have
Now
no
there's
idea.
members of
Rooney didn't get the
Sentinels
kill
on A
there.
site.
Cloud9 are a little ahead of this, though. Keep an eye on Moose.
30
What a
seconds
weird,
left.
weird
Waiting
round.
just on the other side of elbow.
This is so tense right now. Oh my gosh, the timing of the reload.
Yeah, I had the
Reads
reloads.
it like a book.
I want to smoke heaven.
Now they have 2 rifles that they can play around. And Sentinel still
Yeah,
not
normally in
feeling
these weird
comfortable.
scrappy
Haven't been
rounds,
able to
Zels
get the
has
spike
saved
down.
them a little
13
bit.
seconds left. They start
Let's
to
see.
commit to it and will succeed.
Whoa.
It doesn't get much easier than that. 10 so steady, so stalwart. And
Ooh,
every
that one
single
was-
one beginning to crumble. 20 HP left for Rooney.
That was not the one.
Zels is not
20
much better
HP
off.
should be so fine.
Can
Got
he
a smoke
deliver
for Spike.
heroics? Can he be the spark for Cloud9?
He's getting wrapped as you're speaking. It's over. Sachi puts the end to Rooney's hopes and dreams of winning that 1v2.
Okay, full buy for C9.
And Zelsis again, a shining star. He survived for so long. Dodged a showstopper and nade. And then the cleanup on the actual site from this guy. Sachi himself.
A quiet performance, but the frags that come through are impactful.
Rooney's
and
got
so
his.
Sentinels have a 2-round lead.
Rooney's got,
Still a couple of votes
He's
work
got
with
his
Rooney
fire
as his
throw.
pit instantly used. With
They're
the
all
trip,
over
provide a
towards
little
B
bit of
with
extra
the
cover.
trip. I like this. I like this a
I
lot.
think the question for Sentinels here is, do you force the challenge, knowing what's waiting for you there, or do you get corralled away, which is the intent of the pit?
There. Bomb buddy out.
Yeah, Zelsis definitely looked like he was wanting to disrespect it. Seeing if Rooney would give him any type of mistake.
I got so much
Here's
space
that
for this
response
one.
that you were mentioning. What would be Sentinel's
in
decision?
spawn.
It's just sending Zekin
Only been 30
on
seconds
a
of the
lone
round.
warrior fight.
The problem with this pit is that if you get wrapped,
Lucy, you can
there's
consider
no
it.
safety left.
There's nowhere to play.
And look at where
They're not
Zekin
even.
is.
They're not even
He's taking
considering it.
timing on moves
Don't
right
they?
now.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh!
Wait, what? Those-
Speak of the devil.
Dude, he wasn't looking there for about
Quick to
20
withdraw as the
seconds.
Sentinel.
He's instant
And now
done.
info gathered, they realize where the
That's
attack side is.
mental.
And it's
That's
these
not my
rounds where
fault.
Sentinels just get discombobulated.
That's just insane
They don't
from
know where to
Moose.
go
It
in
was
the
a nice shot
mid-round.
also.
Dropped the spike.
Ripe for reset. Sentinels with 35 seconds left in
Do
the
it,
round.
John.
Slow things down.
Yeah, John's dead right here for certain. Now 5v3. A crossfire on the actual B site itself. Moose.
They try
Okay,
flooding
what
out
an
of heaven,
unbelievable
and
round
they
for
just need
Moose.
a flawless round for Cloud9 as they get to 5.
Last
Moose.
round in the half.
I don't know if it was intuition. I know he was aware that second had crossed at some point, but he looked right on time, seriously right on time. And then the cleanup, some really nice work, playing under heaven right there. Good shots. Rudy stepping
I am
out of the pit to clean it up.
4 years old. Thank you for the gift.
Just like that, 5-6.
Sachi will be happy.
Remember, the first half of Haven was equally as competitive. It was 7-5 the way of Sentinels, and that was it for Cloud9.
Oh.
But a lot more confidence from the defensive side. Vanity's already got the best of Celsius. This is a very different look, too. The Paranoia out from really far away. That's going to allow Sentinels to rotate back. They could run another fake here.
Yeah, they want to end B, but the problem is
Oh
with
boy,
this camera being up
Bouncy,
at
good
A.
luck.
Well, and the
About
fact
to
they
get
don't have
wrecked.
heaven control.
When this dog comes out, oh my gosh, second in a crossfire right now.
Vanity getting another. He's been so steady this round, but can Sasi respond? Well, Seeker's
Wow,
out in
he's
the
out?
face of 2.
Of course he is.
10 strikes. Makes his way out of Garage. A 2v3. The way of Cloud9. Is he going to try to flip the map? He is. The timing's going to be a little awkward, though. Sasi hasn't gotten over yet. So Moose will be ahead of this. He can cut off the rotations.
Moose.
Cage goes
1v1.
up. Moose is isolated in the fight with 10s on the other side. The timing not going his way. Moose gets the best
Moose
of
has
him once
been
more. Now
unreal, man.
Sasi's forced to sit
It's
back and
just a
watch.
done round.
No real way to get active. No real way to join. It's another clean round the way of Cloud9. Started by Vanity in that opener and cleaned up by Moose at the end.
Yeah, somebody on Cloud9
Switching
definitely
sides.
called, yo, Celsius is just running into B main like an absolute monster freak right now. Let me sit him down. There you go. It's just Vanity with the pre-fire on it. He understands that Celsius was playing for that first layer, just taking all that B main control with no opposition for the most part.
And so that duel of old teammates goes the way of Vanity. We're going to throw it down to Elizabeth, who's actually standing by with some very special guests.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Now, I've spoken to Grandma Zekin. I've spoken to Mama Zekin. Here
Still believe in
are
NRG?
Zekin's cousins.
Nah,
This is Gavin.
the Haven's
and
kind
this
of
is
cooked, man.
Samantha. And I'm going to say this right now. It is Gavin's birthday today. So, Gavin, you told me you play Valorant, right? So, who do you main?
I mean Viper.
Any Viper mains in the house?
Who means Viper?
So, why do you main Viper?
Because she's really good for post plant and retakes.
You are such a smart 11-year-old.
Jesus.
What's your
That is the-
favorite map?
Probably a Sen,
Why do you like Ascent?
because it's paper thin walls.
Very smart. Do you like Abyss?
No.
Damn, bro.
Samantha.
Bro just abuses the
So
game.
you said to
That's
me
sick,
earlier
man.
That you don't play Valorant. You're here to support your cousin.
The
You flew
Odin
all the way to New
main.
Jersey to support Zach.
The Odin
what is it like
Viper
watching
main.
this game when you really maybe don't know what's going on?
I mean, it's very intense, but I know when I see my family cheering, then I'm cheering.
Have you had like a favorite moment so far? They're like, oh, that's so cool that happened.
Just all the screaming.
From the fans? Aw. Now, Gavin, I'm gonna make sure, if you are a developer at Riot, please listen. What should the developers add to the game?
Make everyone use a Sen bundle.
Honestly, everyone is on their feet cheering. I guess we're all getting Sen bundles in the future. Now, Gavin, since it is your birthday, you get a choice. Do you want a Sky Flash or a Jet Knife? A Sky Flash? Here you go. And you get a Jet Knife.
Damn, this guy,
Everyone
bro.
say happy
Respects,
birthday
man.
to Gavin.
Uses the Sky Flash
And we're going to throw some
over
little
the
stuff out.
knife.
So casters,
He's
please
a
take it away.
Viper
Throw toys at the
Odin main.
audience.
This guy's gonna be a pro in the future, no doubt about it.
Listen, happy birthday, Gavin. He's the new
He's
Viper.
a-
Yo, 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 Sentinels
He's a
need to
game.
hire that kid ASAP.
He's embraced the
Brother,
game to
Celsius
new
is
levels,
done.
man.
Job well done right
It's
there from him.
insane.
And who knows, maybe a rising star, a rising pro.
All right, have a new Viper main on our hands. A fight just like we saw in Haven. And again, this is where everything changed.
Dude's just locking in Viper with an Odin on the
It's so
Ascent. That's
reminiscent of
cracking
that
me up.
last map, and
Okay,
if
where are we
Zekin
at with
can have a
pistols?
hot
2-1.
start as well
2-1.
going into this.
What a
Can you
beast.
imagine they'll run away with it?
Oxy's going to be looking to do the same, though. He's got light armor, already pushing forward. We're going to continue to see this exchange of utility across the middle of the map. As soon as there's a threat, the orb goes up to dissuade and deny.
Yeah, with Viper being nerfed, you can't get that gas up in time, so it's all a play just to
dude said it's good for post plants. Dude just Odin him, and then you know on attack he's just got to smoke a lineup. The after plant.
Being hit. 10's here.
Incredible.
Having some teammates flood in him, he was alone for a little bit.
You got to be careful about this wall here. Sassy has a flash. If it popped through it, that's exactly what they're trying to do. But Cloud9 are ready for it. Unable to find that timing window.
What is that shot?
This would be the third pistol the way of Cloud9. They won the first half of Haven. They've won both on split. Very impressive.
What is that one?
That was good prep done from Cloud9. Their strategy into this pistol round was bait the mid, Viper utility there. You know at least you're going to keep somebody in vent. And then you just
give me this
walk out
vanity
and
shot.
fight in the open because they understand that... They
That's the only shot
understand
they
that
didn't show.
Sentinels like to flood in behind that Viper wall when it's up. Their attack side of Viper wall, that one that we're seeing right now. They know that Sentinels like to play behind those walls, wait for them to drop, and then get the one up. Being aware of that, that's really good prep work. How does Sentinels approach retake on that B site after what just happened?
I love this really aggressive Viper wall out mid. Look at how far back Zeppa just had to use a dog for him to clear mid. Yeah. That's often space that's given for free. You don't really meet any resistance until you get to the orb. But because of that wall, they're forced to use the dog early. The paranoia out from heaven as well. I mean, ultimately, this will likely go the way of Cloud9, given the weaponry that they have and given the lack thereof for Sentinels, but it's these little things that could prove to be a difference maker later in the half.
I've seen Sentinels do some crazy things on these B retakes, especially when they have classics, so not
And
quite
build it
out
up.
of it just yet. The smokes are all to scale a little
Really
bit more
not.
forward. Zeppa might get caught.
That's gonna hurt. That nade does not feel good. Well, it hurt the wrong guy.
I don't think we're...
That Saucy will fall. That's the second time we see a Sentinels nade kill a Sentinels team member.
He built it up for this. That's so good.
Back after that start.
That is a tragic way for that to go. But for Cloud9, I think they get through this as cleanly as possible. They carry 2 rifles into the next round. Barring this, it's another flawless round for Cloud9.
Yeah, a great pistol win again. And this is 2 rounds in a row now that there's been an insta-walk with that B main wall being up. This time around, it will be against a full rifle buy from the side of Sentinels, so probably going to be a more slow approach from Cloud9.
I mean, this would be
What
big
do they
if they
go
were
for?
able to
Cypher
convert this
over
bonus.
towards
They
A?
invested into this a little bit here.
Classic.
Not as big a Turtle fans anymore. What just happened? Cloud9 with the 2-round lead. It's that same Viper wall as we saw in the previous round. And this is what I was talking about.
That's
this
nice
is
though,
where they
getting hit by
often
that.
get caught. Is this
Hit
orb
from
here.
this angle, so they're probably going to think he's heaven.
Cloud9 forced to use some utility to get past it. There's a dog.
Healing over here.
And that up, down,
Oh, 15
not
HP.
punishing Rooney. So now it's full info.
Bomb buddy out.
If there's 2 players
Haven't gone there
playing
yet.
for the B main fight, usually mid is free. That's why you see Cloud9 taking that space. So the macro game right now from Cloud9, it's been really good.
It's been very impressive. This is a big round, though. If they want to try to convert this, Oxy feeling the pressure of the flash in his face. Satchel's back. There's a little bit of space that's been found for moves towards A, but if they commit to this, John's setup is here.
Yeah, so
The
much
good news for C9 is they
relies
hit
on
pretty
John and
early.
Celsius right now.
There's a great
Zekin
Sky
is
Dog
not gonna be here
over
in time
towards B.
unless he
Clear all
invests
of
those
this so the
satchels on
rotate
the
can be
rotate.
there.
Look
Zekin
at that deep
should
smoke.
be in position.
From Vanity, it's so nice. Forcing Zekin to wait
And that.
for just a moment. Now they've turned their attention towards A. The paranoia is out, but Zekin and Celsius hold the line.
Oh man.
An
The
excellent
2-man hold on
response
site
from
was
Sentinels.
incredible.
Vanity in a 1v4 cannot convert. He's chopped down.
They get double trip kill.
It's so tough to bust through that
Like a
Viper
1
and
each,
Cypher
right?
setup on A. I mean, both those cages coming up. We've seen John do this time and time again. He's such a good anchor on this defensive side of Split. He does a really good job of changing his setup, changing his trips. 2 players got tagged by those trips.
I
and
mean,
Celsius
that's the easiest.
to get the kills off of him.
Boys, good round. Let's go. Good job. You're welcome. Good job. I played perfect.
You're
The difference
welcome.
that I'm seeing out of this new Sentinels roster is the control They're not getting too overhyped, not getting too over anxious. Seems like their communication is a lot more stable.
They find themselves in a fight. 1 round separating these 2 squads. It's been a long time since Cloud9 has been able to say that they've beaten
3-1
American
for
team.
C9 can't buy.
The last
rounds.
3 wins that they've had have been against Brazilians. But they're pushing Sentinels here.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be a kill.
Manages to stay alive. That nade dog
The
combo is
nade.
not gonna feel good. 40 HP for the start.
What do they do after they just push second off this angle? Do they try to go back?
I think they
Zappa,
changed
he's
his
really
playing
confident.
past the middle. Yeah, at the moment.
Reasonably so.
Oh my gosh.
Besting 10s from a distance.
Nice. Zappa's
Second,
HP.
managing to avoid the paranoia, spotting a target, dropping the second. So
Ooh.
snappy.
Yeah, Zakin did incredibly well on 40 HP, yeah.
Celsius is here by himself. If he can create enough havoc here on his own, this could be a problem. They're rotating
Dude,
back
they're
and
not going to
John's
expect
still
John
here.
so close. John
he
has
plays the
absolutely
timing
owned it.
perfectly, and he had no shot. Moose in a 1v2.
And he tags him as well.
Pressure piling
And
on
John
as
has
he
A
realizes
unlock at
he's
the
gotta
moment.
get
He really
active.
does.
And
Back to
he's
back,
greeted by
great
John
rounds.
on the other side.
Dude, Zakin did
John
really
and
well. 40
Celsius.
HP on side kills too
This
as well.
duo on this map, they're playing their roles to perfection. That was a
Okay,
really
C9
nice
got
entry
a-
from Zappa, but second,
gotta eco
he
this.
dodged every set
They're
of
sitting at
utility
like
that was being thrown at
2-6,
him.
2-8.
And gets 2 kills while doing it.
Yep.
Enemy remaining.
Vanity. He tried to steal a play from Sentinels. We saw that same exact play be made by Sentinels in that last half.
We've often talked about the discipline from Sentinels. You were mentioning it just a couple of rounds ago. Even there, a perfectly good example of it. John not rotating away, not taking the bait of the eye candy that was being shown.
Like that.
Stays back.
I think
A,
John's
gets the
just
kill and
done
secures the
good
round, ties us up at
knowing
8,
they have
and
the
forces a
Omen ult.
timeout out from Cloud9.
He was
Yeah,
just
really good awareness.
hard
Seeing that
anchor.
Vanity
Didn't
had that Omen
Right.
ultimate online, and that could have potentially been an option the entire round. So yeah, why not just stay? He can creep his way in just like Moose did in that round. But yeah, this has been a very competitive half so far. I like what I'm seeing from both sides. Cloud9, they've put up such a good split map going against a team that's regarded as one of the best split teams, hands down. Looking snazzy up there. It is a tie game, 8-8. With Cloud9 being
low
put
buy.
on a scrappy
Or
buy,
Sheriff's one
just a
stinger.
stinger for Zeppa.
He is 1 away from his ult as well. Light armor on 4. What is the adjustment? Again, that 1-way is just instantly crossed.
This can be a pop flash setup. Oh no. Just an info flash gathered. 10s and backside B. I worry for Sachi on this angle though, because he's kind of
He's close.
exposed. He's giving a
Why does it give
gunfight.
me
Oh
every
my
single
goodness.
time?
Oh my goodness. The fadeaway, huh?
The concern was misplaced. And remember here, the buy for Cloud9 was not great.
Oh.
And Rooney has had some ridiculous moments with the Sheriff.
Hold
He's
up.
been quiet
I
on
think
it
this
in
might
a
be a
little
bit too
while.
much from Zakin now.
Hasn't had that same electricity. Hasn't had that
Okay,
same
so-
impact. He got a
I was a
couple there,
little,
but it doesn't look like
little
it'll
bit
be
worried
enough.
when they were kind of at 2 different angles where he could get wrecked from. But
2 left Vanity with 5 HP, and Moose is healthy, sure. But the spike is well out of reach.
Last player standing.
Double swing on top of it to seal the deal. John
very
and
nice.
Celsius close
They
out
should be
another round.
relatively happy with the 2 kills. Not too.
But it was saucy.
Oh my god.
Sitting in the open there, I was worried for him.
Going on in
I was
the
worried
crowd?
about giving a 1v1 to Oxy, but Oxy, he's just not been feeling it on this map. He's been getting put down. Oh, beautiful shot. Nice connection.
Oh, that little off angle there.
Spike
Yep.
down B.
And you're right, Oxy was just not ready for it.
He was so fast on his screen. Saucy, yeah, he's a veteran player, but he's still got it.
Yeah,
He's
you called
so
him not.
quick
You
with it.
called him sassy.
At
least stay
About this
consistent.
Oxy versus second matchup and how good of a head-to-head it was going to be. Unfortunately, Oxy has been alarmingly quiet. 5 and 12.
He still has room to make up for it. It's only 8 to 9 right now.
Either that,
Window's
either that,
closing
or
real
Doug
quick,
has
though,
like
man.
written it
It is.
down,
This is a must-win round.
giving her a piece of paper. Like, come on, man.
You wonder if this was where the conversation was on the timeout for Emmy too. There's a lot of presence mid. And again, they use the flash to try to clear the orb, but as soon as they do that, there's a spit at their feet.
The cycle
It's nice from
utility.
Sentinels. Double B holes. Gets so much info, and
Now getting deep main info.
this has
Tens
been
and
nice as well.
Sachi
They've been giving
playing
up middle
really
quite a
up
lot,
close
and
and
now they've
aggressive
decided
here.
to
Rooney might
actually
get caught
fight
out
heavy
in
behind it.
transition on the reload. Oh my gosh.
Damage done though.
Ten's connected on his head.
Yeah, I thought he was going to force the matter too with the paranoia, but while all of that's happening, Zach
No way.
on his own. Back towards
Damn.
A, he cannot.
No one to get a kill
Can
off of
John
that.
do it?
As Seekers
Tries to
gives
clear the
him
Seekers.
full
They've
info that
gotten
the
this
side is
fight
clear.
closer
That's
and
a
closer, getting
giant
down.
kill. They
Meanwhile,
know that
their
Rooney's
duelist on the
low.
side of the attack is
And still
gone.
has Omen
30
flash.
seconds
Zelsis
left.
on the swing. Vanity gets the spike
Spike
down.
planted.
If they can get out, they have a pit. They can try to lean into this. Tens is just so far away from the play.
This is miles away.
Full info gathered now, so Tens can knife out, reconvene with his team. Sachi
And they're
is
just going to
be
go
the
into
one
site,
to
and
start
Tens
this
is in
retake
charge
to
of holding
initiate
Heaven,
it.
and I
Keep an eye
don't
on
know
moves.
if
He's in a
you
really
should
good
be
position. If he
swinging
goes
that one.
uncleared, it's going to be a problem. And they haven't checked him so far.
Great flash.
The flash is so pretty.
Wow.
Gosh, what a retake!
Yeah, dude, how did John get double kill here?
They've done it again.
They're so good at retakes on this map. That's why they're willing to give that space
This
up
has got a really
freely.
important kill over towards Heaven as well.
Second got taken out early there.
Dude, how did John get
Oxy
double
did a
though?
really good job of breaking the sight lines, breaking the crosshair.
Right.
But that was the blunder. No smoke in Heaven. And then Oxy dies for free.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my goodness.
What is that
I
second
didn't
kill?
catch that second shot from John. That pre-fire, the intuition on point right now. And yeah, he had a rough first half, but now all of a sudden, he's sitting at 9 and 10.
And that's 4 in a row for Sentinels. The ults are plentiful. One of them already used the pit across the middle of
It's
the
their
map.
absolute classic.
Yeah,
They
that's
changed their
mid on
lineup
lock
though.
right now.
They copied that
If
lineup from
A-ramp
someone else.
Control is maintained.
Stand
You don't
in
need
the-
to worry
stand
about
on the
getting
bottom,
wrapped
look at this
whatsoever
corner.
as well.
It's always good because you can hide
Here's why you
hit,
see Tens posted
hide
up right
anywhere
here.
towards
Yeah, they're getting proactive here.
Bench.
Tens, if that dog connected on anybody, you could have used the paranoia as well. A fast re-clear of A main control.
Saucy was waiting close by with Seekers online. As Ten takes a step back.
Oh, you know what? I've seen Sentinels set this play up so many other times. You have a deep cam at B, and then Zekin's just playing off of it with a rocket.
Any contact, any skin shown.
This is interesting because this
And
is
it's
how
explosive.
Sentinels have been
flash not
playing
gonna
this
connect.
last time, right?
Rooney
Yeah.
could be waltzing in.
Kind of just have a bit of util everywhere. The
Has
last
to
time
be
they
a trade
played,
here.
they
Cannot
at
both be
least have
taken
a
out, but they might.
It wasn't off the cam.
No
It doesn't
way, got
connect.
the guy at
Only
the
one
back.
is found.
Zappa
Zappa on the
and
response as the
they
rest
just
of
were
the
not
play tries to
expecting
get out
that
towards
trip,
A.
but
Tens is gonna
swing
be
before the
challenged.
ult gives
Find one.
info, Moose comms can come in that is low, nicely done from Tens.
It had the makings of something special, but again, Sentinel slammed the door.
The setup is just
They're
foolproof.
just,
you have all mid
yeah,
control.
they're just
you have
changing
a
all
trap
of their
in B
setups
main,
so well.
And then if anyone wants to speed up A, I mean, you've got layers on layers on layers of players there.
It wasn't even
10
off of the
seconds
cam.
left.
Yeah.
As soon as the attack side orb went up from Rooney, Zelsis took that as his moment to strike. Unbelievable. So another round will go the way of Sentinels. That's what, 5 rounds in a row now for
Yep.
the defensive side? They're running away with this thing.
It really feels like Haven right now.
Sit down. We're not done
A little
yet.
bit more of a fight, a little bit more of a punch from Cloud9.
Sure.
They don't get ecoed. They win the pistol, but still, these gun rounds, they just cannot break
I'm
through
pretty sure they've
the
used them.
fortifications
Maybe I'm wrong.
of Sentinels. The setups are too clean.
One enemy remaining. 30
What a hold from Tens,
Yeah, it literally
man.
is that desp.
And it's nothing new.
They
We've
just
seen
changed it
Sentinels
up
run that
like
exact same
they
setup
played so
many
different on
times.
the like the first
just
what 4
one
rounds
they decide
if
to
we
actually
include
run the
pistol.
setup.
Sure.
Now they're kind of just
A
going
hero
back to
rifle in the
normal.
hands of Zappa. 17 and 11 so far.
John is doing
Oxy
a
one away
really
from his
good
ult.
job of just changing
Again,
everything up.
continues to be quiet.
They're so scared of there being a trip here now. He has all the trips over towards himself.
To be fair, I feel like he's
The
been
middle's been
very
used a couple
unlucky
of
in this game.
one time.
No Heaven Smoke one of the rounds after he breaks crosshair entries. Oh, he
Whose
has an
name should you mess up in
opportunity
the
here to get a kill. There you
A?
And
You need
that's a
the
rocket
EU
online. They handed
statue.
him the rifle. Now
who
the
should
ult
you
to play
get?
with.
Who
No
could you
satchels
really
to
mess
go,
up?
though. He's gonna commit to it anyway. Almost got tagged up. 85 HP.
See what I'm saying?
He gets peppered through the smoke. The spam causing problems.
Go poster bastard.
Oh, how does that not kill? It worked for Zekin.
It looked like the exact same rocket.
that ultimate, man.
But they're going to try to flood out onto the pit with the Seekers. Can they find the space? Oxy's down.
One enemy remaining.
How do
Every
they
single
keep?
member
Yeah, how do
of
they keep just
Cloud9
getting
crumbling.
these lovely spams though? But
Vanity in a 1v4. You've got
aye, none of that. None of that.
You've got Sentinels at series point.
Well, be confident.
This defensive side from Sentinels, as soon as the gun round came into fruition, there's been no signs of slowing down, even when they're down. Disadvantage. A Viper's Pit even on the site.
Things are pretty good there though, right?
But the thing with this squad, they have protocols to deal with when a Viper ult gets put down on A or B. They have so many layers to their split.
Yeah, for chances to end it, we
So
get the
much
op
depth
now
in the
on
playbook.
10s and the ball.
They've been in nearly every situation against every single comp on this map. And they're so quick to identify the right play in the right moments.
The attack side woes for Cloud9 continue. Remember Haven was the same story.
Oh, Zelsis hasn't done this yet in this half. Playing really upfront in their face.
He gets pushed off
This is how
instantly.
he normally
There's no
plays
help in
it.
ropes.
He's such a lunatic that
He's kind of here by himself. Takes a step back.
sometimes I feel like he's just gonna
Cloud9
send
go
it.
forward,
Does
but
he?
the
An
paranoia
Omen
is
flash
Zelsis
gets
has
round
to
the
try and
corner.
get away and manages to
Omen
do
ought
so.
to back a side then. I don't know where
Even
John
just
is.
a
They
tag
should
on
definitely
Oxy, putting
cancel
him
this,
down to
but they
50
have B
HP.
main with 3
This
people.
Omen smoke coming
Let's
out
try
is going
force
to
it.
negate any type of heaven pressure that Cloud9 have been trying to put on.
If they try to split B here, again, they're going to have to deal with the trips. They're going to have to deal with John's setup.
It's too hard to deal with. Zelsis is going to just push through. As soon as this contact gets made,
What an angle.
Oh
he,
my
he feels it.
goodness.
He can
Look
sense
at
it.
him, bro.
Everyone from
Look at
Sentinels
him. Everyone's playing off everyone. Yeah, they kind of had to cancel here, but they just had no backup on the map control as well. Dude, they won every single buy round.
In 2-0 fashion.
Every single buy round. You got to remember the C9 won double pistol here. They
Not dropping a map in the last
Sentinels
4
smashed him.
matches, huh?